Those of you in the audience, imagine you look down and you see a small tree growing out of your living room floor. You have three options. Option A, you sweep and clean around it. Option B, you find out why it's there and you carefully get rid of it. Or option C, you quickly cut it off. Imagine you take option C. For a brief second, as a business coach and financial consultant, the scariest three words I can ever hear people say is, I will win. People will say, sure, I know I need to read more. I know I need to meditate more. I will when my job schedule frees up. I know I need to exercise. I will as soon as the weather gets better. I know I need to save money and invest a portion of what I make all the time. I will as soon as I make just a little bit more. Unfortunately, I will win can be very dangerous words. So back to the tree. You take option number 3. You grab scissors and you quickly cut the top of the tree off. Problem solved. Can't see the tree, tree's gone. Unfortunately though, it's still growing underneath your floor. Just can't see it. Now, because you cut the top of the tree off, all the energy is focused in its roots. So it once again comes up through the floor. Except this time, it's larger. It's not just a twig, it's actually a small tree. You don't have a saw. And the scissors this time won't do it and you need a saw. But you don't have a saw. So you tell yourself, well, I'll go to the store and buy a saw when I have time. Go about your business. The tree gets a little bit larger, and now it's kind of getting in the way. But it's still not really in the way. So you rearrange your furniture. You figure, well, I'll function over here. And as long as it's behind the couch, no worries. I'll go to the store, buy a saw when I get time. Now people start coming over, and the tree's getting larger and larger. And people are saying, wow, you have a tree growing out of the middle of your floor. Interesting. In fact, one friend says, hey, you want to borrow a saw? And he said, don't worry, thanks, it's okay. I'll go to the store and buy a saw and cut it out when I get time. Now, the tree grows a little bit more and a little bit more. And you know that you really need a saw. And you tell yourself, well, I know I need to go to the store, and I will when I have time. But actually, you kind of like the tree because now it's become a point of discussion. New people come over to your house, and they say, hey, you know you got a tree growing on your living room floor? And you say, yeah, I know. I'll get a saw and cut it out when I get time. Now, a few more months go by, life is good, you're going about your daily business. You go upstairs, and you realize that the tree has grown and it's now penetrated through the ceiling and into your bedroom floor. Wow, that's not good. So you move your bed to the other side of the room, and you tell yourself, I'll go get a saw when I have time. Finally you have time, and you go buy a saw. Unfortunately though, when you get back to the house, you realize the saw you bought is now too small. So you say, I'll buy a larger saw when I have time. Now, you go to bed. You're lying there, you're sleeping, and you feel it shake. The house starts to shake. And you wonder, wow, what's going on? And then you hear smash. And a flower plant that you had 6 flowers on falls over. The tree had grown another arm up through your dining room floor. And you say, oh man, I gotta get a saw. I will win. Then you go back to sleep. The house starts to shake again. This time you look out and you look down and you sit there in amazement. Wow, my front stairs, they're way over there. You now have the biggest treehouse in all the land. You think to yourself, man, I should have got a saw. I should have cut it out. Who's going to rescue me? You see, the point of this is often people say, I will win. Time is a promise of a great tomorrow, but it's never a guarantee. Don't put off for tomorrow and what you can do today, because a lot of times people will say, I will win. But what if win never comes?